I want to see something cool. This is a small engine tech channel. Yeah, right. I'm going to tell you how I think I have a problem with this leaf blower. Why it's not idling correctly. And idling high. I'm going to start it on high. Watch this. I got a bad gasket leak. So we have a new one. You can make a new gasket. It's on here now. It's custom. But then some crazy kid one night, I found one on eBay, thinking that might work. And he was actually local. He delivered it. Oh, don't put that on the ground. So to get this off, fairly simple. Turn the machine off for safety. Pull out spark plug wire. Never. 2 screws. Two screws, Phillips, whole carburetor will come off, and slip on a new one. Anyone has one of these gaskets, there's the part number. This is a Husqvarna 145 BT. It's very old, 2005. Like everything I have is old. Very good machine. It was the last remaining lawn piece of equipment from the North Country, and I'd like to keep it that way. Last thing happened, the cable broke on it, but luckily I found a deal on one. Throttle cable, and I have another spare. Anything that breaks on this thing, I like to buy 2 or 3 of them. I know it's going to break again, especially in this climate. This rots in this hot garage. Yeah, I thought it was the fuel filter. The fuel filter is good though. Last time I had a bad problem, the fuel filter was bogged on it, like plugged up, so it was bogging. But I won't bore you with this. We're kind of running on time out of a camera anyway. But remove these 2 screws. I'll show you the rest. Very simple. This is a gasket I made. I know, I'm making them better and better. I don't know what happens to these though, but it starts leaking around this edge over here, and I don't know. I tried to put gasket sealer, but it's not having. I think this paper doesn't squish enough. This is some Felpro gasket paper. It probably would work. They do make gaskets about this size too, small ones. I don't know why the factory did it like that. I just always duplicate it. They do that as like a heat shield. Not sure. But this is a OEM one. We'll try that. I'll keep this one though. Just for the pattern. Yeah, you can punch these out pretty nice though using a punch. I think that's what I did last time. Trace it out. It's kind of easy. The circle's hard to do, but you can just whittle it out with an X-Acto knife. Just make it the same size or slightly larger, so it's not acting like a restrictor. Yeah, these bits always fall out over here. But yeah, let's put a new one on. Well, if the kid still has one, I'll have to buy another one if this one works well. Well, this piston is really clean on this thing. Like really nice shape. Yeah, that gasket will fit. Last time I had an air bleed over here in the bottom. It was causing issues like a while ago. It happens. Yeah, if that gasket ever goes, I don't know. We need better gasket paper. It's not too hard making a gasket. It helps having a punch. Yeah, let's go put it on. This one has 2 air holes, but that's okay. It's for 2 different styles. So it's a typical, what is it, the Walbro WKL, I think, series carburetor. I don't know how I remembered that. Put your new gasket over the studs and make sure it's flat, and then just kind of screw it in. That's what sucks about when you make your own. It doesn't hold very tight around the bolts. I hope this gasket lasts. And again, this is thinner paper. Not really sure how many different style gaskets they make. This is not even for the correct model. It's for like a newer one, I think. Don't know the torque spec. I'm not even in frame because I'm looking at my screwdriver and not the camera, as usual. Just going into plastic. Alright, let's try it. Things like to deteriorate. I don't know how many filters I've been through in the last year or so. Just to fall apart in the garage. Well, there was a little web piece before that. Alright, let's try it. Make sure your throttle is free. Sometimes you can pinch the cable. And let's give her a whirl. I gotta go piss the boomers off around here now. They're gonna go yell. Making too much noise, but it's running way better. And when I goose it, don't bog. Idle's better. That was the issue, dude. Gasket. Yeah, they gotta be better gasket paper. That doesn't compress as good as the other stuff. Or I can possibly just buy a small gasket, Walboro, made in China. I'll fit those holes. Because I'm not having luck making them myself, and it's not me making the holes. It's just the gasket paper. It doesn't compress. Yeah, I'll tell you a story. One time there was a green one. Well, that was the original color, green one. I found one. It was cheap. NOS, someplace in Vermont. Contact the guy. Didn't contact me back for like a week. Oh yeah, we lost. I think it was a company called Chainsawer. I wouldn't really recommend doing business with them. It was kind of crap. That got cracked years ago. And yeah, eventually I think they refunded my money. I think I actually had something going with my credit cards. I kept contacting them for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Heard nothing. I'm like, this place is scam. I got scammed. But yeah, there's our new one. Yeah. Let's go try to find another one. Even if this thing ever just blows up, I would literally just hang it on the wall for memories. The last new blower purchased from the old house. I'll keep it. I used to have a collection of those things. Yeah, that's a good wire. Always keep a piece of wire. Fishing out fuel lines. How many years have I had this? Many years. Too many years. Oh, I gotta check the air in this thing. In the wagon. So we get rid of the truck. Finally. Kidding.